Afternoon guys, it's Jack and his Jixer here. This is my first proper MotoVlog since buying my microphone and the rest of my equipment for my GoPro, so I can actually record my voice while making videos. So a little bit about myself then. So my name's Jack, I'm 30 years old. I ride a Suzuki GSXR600 2005, which I bought from Right Bike up in North. I've been riding, I passed my test in April 2017, but I've only been riding since December last year, so still a bit of a novice really. So I'm just on my way now to get some fuel, and then I'm just going to go and clean my bike. I went out yesterday. There's 5 of us. We all went out different bikes. We all went up to a moto cafe near Alton in Hampshire called Lumi's. And unfortunately, I forgot to format my GoPro SD card. So I had about 30 seconds worth of footage, which pissed me off a little bit, to say the least. So I'm actually going to try and make a video once a week. Every weekend, obviously different content. Hopefully it'll be interesting for you guys to watch. Obviously I'm new to this, so obviously it might not be as good as some other videos that you've seen people do, but hopefully each week they'll get better and better, and I'll have more stuff to talk about. But if you do want to see anything in specific, obviously just drop us a message and tell me what you'd like to see, and I'll try and do that for you. I've actually been practicing my wheelies, trying to practice wheelies. I've got the front wheel off the deck probably about ½ inch, which to me is quite high. But yeah, I'll keep going until I can actually do a proper wheelie. Hopefully I won't crash the bike doing it, because I'd be a bit disappointed. I've already had my first run-in with the police, an unmarked BMW M1 Sport. I thought it was just some lad wanting a race, so I overtook him doing 110 miles an hour. Little did I know, it was an unmarked cop car. I was very fortunate. I didn't get no points, I didn't get a ticket. The cop, he actually first said to me, he goes, "I was trying to warn you, mate," and I was like, "I know." And I just said, I didn't see you. So he goes, "I know you wouldn't have, if you wouldn't have done what you did, would you?" I was like, "No, I wouldn't have." I was very apologetic, and he said that he rides a bike himself, so he was quite lenient, if I was honest with you. He just gave me some advice. Gave me some advice to slow down and not to speed on that particular motorway, as it's a lot of police officers patrol it now and again. So I was very, very fortunate. And then I shook his hand and said, "Hopefully I won't see you again," and that was it. That was my first encounter with Hampshire police. Hopefully the last, but you never know. So I'm actually in the Navy. I've been in the Navy for 10 years. 10 years this April. So it's a good job. The money's good and you get to travel the world for free. So yeah, I do enjoy being in the Navy. Fucking potholes. So I'm hoping to join the Royal Navy Royal Marines road racing team as well. I've been in contact with one of the guys that runs the team. I'm just trying to have to find myself another track bike. Well, another bike I can use on the track. I'm after a CB500 really. Hopefully I'll be able to get one of them one day, whether the wife lets me or not. Fellow biker. Oh, she's going there. I'll go in front of her. So that's the petrol done. I'm just going to go clean the bike now. I never ever nod to learners, don't know why. Other bikers I'll nod to, but not to a learner. Which way are you going? It's one thing I hate about drivers is hogging lanes. There's no need for her to be in that lane. I've had a couple of near misses on my bike so far. I was overtaking slow moving traffic on the opposite lane when the car decided he wasn't patient enough and didn't want to wait around, so he decided to just randomly turn around in a driveway. Didn't bother to indicate, didn't even look, and nearly pulled into me. Luckily there was enough room for me on the side of the road to dodge him. I had an incident as well where I snatched the front brake because I looked down at the console stupidly, and when I looked up, my friend on his Ninja 636 was in front of me way too close. It's my fault, so I snatched the front brake, and in the process of snapping the front brake, snatching it, sorry, I accidentally pulled on the accelerator, which then made me speed a little bit forwards, and corrected my little tank slapper that I had. I've had a couple of tank sliders as well, tank slappers, sorry. Going around the bend in first gear, and then I opened her up. It was wet. Pretty stupid idea really, but I'm still learning, guys, and I've only been riding, what, four months. And first bike's a GSXR600, so I'm a believer if you learn by your mistakes, so I won't be doing that any of what I've done wrong so far again, hopefully. So I'll talk a little bit about what like clothing I wear. I don't know why you're braking. So I've got an AGV K3 Guy Martin replica helmet, the yellow and black one with a blacked out visor. I've got my BKS summer gloves that you can see there. I've got my BKS Pro Performance boots and a BKS full one piece. It was originally £500 my one piece, and it was reduced to £300. And obviously I got military discount at this shop as well, so that took it down to 260. So I got a bit of a bargain there. But I started riding, obviously I got my bike in December like I've said, and I started riding straight away. In the winter, several times I've had to scrape ice off of my seat, which, let me tell you, is not a pleasant experience riding in them sort of temperatures. It's absolutely freezing. I couldn't feel my hands several occasions. And it's one thing I hate is when your hands get that cold and you then get that pain of them warming back up and thawing out. I can't stand that. I'd rather have my leg chopped off, I think, to be honest, than have my hands thaw out. There's a couple of things I need to buy for my bike as well. I don't have a pillion cover on my insurance. I won't be taking. My wife doesn't want to. Come on the back of the bike with me. I don't know why. Probably scared. So I need to get a rear seat cowl, and because my bike's a 20th edition one, they're very hard to find. But I've managed to find one in America. It's on eBay for $78, which is 57 quid. But the only problem is the posting is £18.90, which I can understand what having to come from America, has to be imported, so I can understand it's going to be a bit more expensive if you're sending it from London to my house, for instance. And I need to get a rear hugger as well. I don't have, well, the bike didn't come with one, and obviously my rear suspension gets caped in mud and dirt, so I need to get one of them. I'm tempted as well to lose the wing mirrors and just have wing mirrors on my handlebars, but I quite like these wing mirrors. I think they make the bike look nice. I have seen some wing mirrors on some bikes that you just think, what are you doing, get rid of them. So just over there is where I did my test. I did it with Phoenix Motorbike School. His name's Brian, the owner. He's really good. So again, I got military discount, so from having to pay 400 and something pounds, correction, from having to pay like 800 and odd pounds, I only had to pay 490, I think, which is really good. So I did my CVT up in Scotland when I lived up in Scotland for a year. I did it with a company up there, Edinburgh Motorbike Riding School. Did it with them, and then I did my Module 1 and Module 2 down here. Passed first time, and I got 3 minors on my Mod 1. 1 for stalling, stupidly. Just went to put the bike into gear without pulling the clutch in. Probably panicked a little bit of pressure, but one of them was having to do the traffic avoidance again. It didn't go fast enough, and I can't remember what the third one was. Something minor probably. And then on my Module 2, I didn't get any minors for that. So, and then I had a long wait. I went away with the Navy for a few months. It was actually meant to be a 9-month trip, but it only lasted for 3 months because the ship broke down. And so yeah, I got home. The wife had saved up some money for me, and bought a bike when I got back. I looked at getting an R6 or a Ninja 636 first, but the insurance was just too high. Like, some people wanted like £1,000, £1,500, but the insurance for this bike, considering I had no claims bonuses because I had an accident in my car, and having it a 600 GSXR for my first bike, it only cost me £350, which I think for a first bike, first rider, is bloody good. So to clean my bike, and if I do it at home, I've got all the muck off products. So I always use them, but I thought, because of where I went yesterday, it was all country roads, back roads. The bike got absolutely caked in mud. My exhaust, which is silver, is brown at the moment. So I thought I'd take it to the jet washer, because I don't have an outside tap at home. Unfortunately, not yet. So I have to ferry buckets of water from the kitchen to the garden. That's the moment. So I'm just approaching the garage now, which is just up on the left here. There she is, guys. Oh, nice and clean. She looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now it's off to Tesco's to get some supplies. This is where all the learners come that are doing all their tests. They come to this garage here, because just behind that garage over there is the test centre. So I do have a Instagram and a Snapchat account. It's Jack and his Jigsaw. If you want to have a look into them guys or girls. So the test centre's there, you can see it there. And that's the test centre. So I spent a lot of my spare time watching videos on YouTube about bikers. Obviously I watched a lot of videos about people crashing their bikes. I don't know why I chose to watch people crash their bikes when I was about to buy a bike myself. To be honest, I think it's made me more aware of what actually can happen. Because obviously you are very vulnerable on a bike. People don't see you. People don't even bother to look 99.9% of the time. It's pretty much what it comes down to. People not looking. Get a lot of people as well moaning at me for lane splitting. A lot of people think that you're not allowed to lane split in the UK, but you are. As long as the traffic's less than 47 miles an hour, if I remember reading on the highway code, rule 18 or 80 or something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I double checked because obviously there's some videos in America you're allowed to lane split, in some states you're not. Whereas in the UK you are allowed to. A lot of people get pissed off about it because they think you're jumping the queue. You're not really jumping the queue, you just, well, you are, but you're allowed to. And when I drive the wife's car, I'm more than happy to move over and let a biker through. Obviously I ride a bike myself, so it just really winds me up when people start beeping at you, swearing at you, because you've gained an advantage on them, they seem to think. So yeah guys, if you've enjoyed the video, I know it's probably not going to be like the bestest motovlogging video you've seen, but this is my first one that I've actually done, so I hope you have actually enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and if you've got any improvements, just let me know in the comments what I could do better. So I'll see you next time guys, take it easy.